about a week ago, I was contacted by the team at Super Clean, and they asked me that I want to do a product review on the product, and they sent it to me for free. And we have it sitting right in front of me right now. But what they sent me was, they sent me a hat. They sent me this hat right here. It's like American flag on the back of it too. It's a pretty cool looking little hat. They sent me a sticker. They sent me a shirt with Super Clean on it, and I'm rocking it right now. So I appreciate y'all for sending me that right there. And they sent me a wheel cleaner, an aerosol can, and I'm guessing this right here will be the original formula right here. But like I said, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for giving me the opportunity to do this right here. And what we're going to be testing it on is my boat. I'm a fisherman, and a lot of stuff gets dirty. And when I mean it gets dirty, it gets pretty dirty after using it a whole lot. And that's what we're going to be testing it on. I'm not going to clean the whole boat or anything like that, but we're just going to test it in spots on the boat and see what it does from the boat to the trailer to the motor. And see if it'll clean it up, see if it's as tough as what it says it is. And they sent me some papers right here inside the box too. It's pretty much just telling you about the product right here, telling you what they got. The other paper that they sent me, there was two of them, but the other paper that they sent me was, it tells you where you can get it at. And it just kind of says, you know, thank you for doing a review on it on your YouTube channel. And one thing that I did see, that it's got some words highlighted in yellow. And whenever something's in yellow, you know, you're supposed to listen to it. So I'm going to listen to this. But it says Super Clean works best with cold water, and it's important to never let Super Clean dry on the surface. So we're not going to let Super Clean dry on the surface. And plus, whenever I take and I'm testing this product right here, I do not want to take and just leave it on there for a long period of time, because I do not know what it's going to do to my boat. It is plastic. I don't know what it'll do to the wheels. I don't know what it'll do to the motor. I have no idea. But I am going to give an honest opinion on this cleaner right here. And again, Super Clean, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the team over there for even contacting me to even give me the opportunity to do this. I appreciate I can't even talk. I appreciate y'all so much. And yeah, we're going to get out of here and we're going to go test it on the boat right quick and see what it does. All right, so I made it over here to my boat, and as you can tell right here is a hard water stain right here all the way around. It's actually all the way around the boat, but we're just going to test it right here on this back side. I do not want to spray it all over the boat yet, because I do not know what it's going to do. And the one we're going to be using is this one right here. It's the original formula, and we're going to be using this one to test it. I'm just going to kind of spray it right here in this one little area right here. And I'm not going to like scrub it or anything. I just want to spray it on it, and I'm just going to take the water hose and spray it right off, because I just want to see if it'll just take it off without having to scrub it. But with most products, you have to scrub it anyways. But I just want to spray it on there. We're going to leave it on there for a little bit. I'm just going to spray it in this one little area, because like I said, I do not want to spray it everywhere, because I don't know what it's going to do. And we're just going to leave it on there for a little bit and see what happens. Maybe it'll take it straight off, maybe it won't. But if it don't, we do have a handy dandy brush right here where I can take and spray it back on there and scrub it. All right, so it has been sitting on there a little while now, and it said do not let it dry, so I'm not going to let it dry. We're just going to spray it straight off. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way. It literally took it off. I mean, it literally took that off. That's pretty cool. Without even having to scrub it too. That's really cool right there. I mean, you can see right here. I don't know if you can see, but there's some right there. I mean, you can't just spray it right off with a water hose. It does not come straight off. But that's really cool right there. That is really cool. Let's come over here on this side. I know y'all can see that right there too, where it's a hard water stain right there. I mean, it just does not come off. I mean, it does not just come off. And I just wetted that, so it's not going to be like just straight like it was. But we're going to test it right here just to see what happens. Test it on that. And yes, we put a little bit more on there that trip just to see what happens. But that was pretty cool. It actually ate that right off, man. I mean, it ate it right off. So let's see what happens on this side. All right, so it's been sitting on this side right here for a little while too, and we're just going to spray it right off. Uh-oh. It did not take that right off. It did on the back piece though. What happened? How come it took and cleaned the back side but not this side? Huh. I don't know. Well, let's try it one more time just to make sure. Maybe it's where, I don't know. Matter of fact, let's go over here to this side. We're gonna come to this side where it's not been wet at or anything. I know y'all can see it here. It's hard water stains all around the spot, and we're just gonna spray it right on there. Maybe it's where I put water on it. I don't know. But we're gonna leave that on there for a little bit, just like we did this side over here. We're gonna leave that on there for a little bit, and we're gonna see if it'll take that right off. It did not take it off over here on the other side though. I mean, you could tell where it took it off there. And it's already starting to dry where I took and sprayed it. Not unless that's messing it up. I don't know. No, it's not messing up. It's just drying. I thought it was messing up. I was about to say, oh God. But it did not take it off over there at all. So let's come back over here and just leave that on there for a little bit. And then we'll come back to it here in just a minute, and we'll take and spray it off and see if it'll eat that right off. All right, so it's been up there for a while, and we're just gonna spray it right off. And it's taking that off. It took that off, but it didn't take it off where I wet it. Alrighty then. Maybe where I sprayed it on that transducer, it don't mess that up either. That is weird. That is weird. I know y'all see that right there, where it cleaned that hard water stain off right there. But that was dry. And this side over here was not dry. So, maybe it's supposed to be dry. I don't know. But it took it right off. It took it right off the back piece right here. We're gonna come back over here. We're gonna come back over here and spray it back on it again. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that brush. Oh yeah. A little brushing action takes it off. Yeah, then maybe that spot right there was just a little bit more worse than the rest of it. Yeah, it took it right off. With pretty much any kind of cleaning product though, you have to like scrub it though. I mean, pretty much any cleaning product you have to scrub. But what I am noticing where I took and cleaned it, it's running the water off. It's beating it up right there. And over here it's not. So, and it is leaving a film. It's leaving like a film on the boat. I don't know why. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. But I do feel an oily film on the boat right there for some reason. Yeah. It does feel a little bit oily for some odd reason. Huh. But it did clean it though. But I don't know why it's leaving an oily film. Oh, it's not like that no more. Maybe I just didn't wash it off enough. It's kind of still oily though. Well, we'll leave that there for a little bit. This little area where it feels oily, we're gonna leave that there for a little bit, and we're gonna take and test some more and see what it does. The next one I'm gonna use is the one right here in the aerosol can. Right here on the back of it, it says perfect for your super tough messes for brakes, grills, and engines. And down here at the bottom it says tools, driveways, outdoor furniture, marine kitchens, bathrooms, stainless steel, fiberglass, concrete, and many other cleaning uses. And this one right here we're going to use on the back of the motor right here, down here on the leg of it. If you can tell right here, there's like some hard water stains right here, and we're just going to spray it on it, just like I did just a minute ago. We're going to just spray it on it. And what we're going to do is let it sit for a second. I'm just going to spray it right here because like I said, I don't know what it's going to do. But we're going to spray it right here. And we're not gonna scrub it or anything. We're just gonna spray it and just take the water and just spray it right off and see what it does. Ooh, I thought I was just gonna spray it right there. It got down here too. I didn't spray a whole lot on there though. But I think, well, let's spray a little bit more. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That feels a little bit better. We're gonna spray that on there and leave it on there for a little bit and see. Just see if it'll just take it off by spraying water on it. All right, so that's been sitting up there a while, and right here at the top, you can see where it looks like the bubbles has been working pretty good, but right here, it's been sitting here for a while. I don't want to let it dry completely because it looks like it's drying, so let's just spray it straight off. and see what it does. See if it takes it off. Can't really tell. I can't really tell at all. Did it take it off? It did, but there's still some on there. I don't know if y'all can see or tell, but there is still some left on there right there. It's like little spots right there that's still on there, which, I mean, it's, you know, without scrubbing it, and it did that, that's pretty good. I mean, I think that's pretty good right there. It's not perfect, but it did pretty good. And plus it's still wet. You can't really tell, but on this side that's what it looks like right there. It's same way. With it wet, it's kind of hard to tell, but I can still see it there. But it did pretty good though. We're gonna let that dry and we're gonna come back to it because I have one more product to test, and the next one that we're gonna test is gonna be on the wheels. And as you can tell right here, it does not look bad at all. But wait, on the back side of it, it's got marine grease on it, and that's gonna be the toughest one. Okay, so I'll save the best for the last. This is gonna be the real test right here. And this one right here is the wheel cleaner. Right here on the front, it looks really good. I mean, it don't look bad at all. But on the back side, I had a wheel bearing go out, and on the back side, now that's wheel bearing grease, marine grease, that is bad. I mean, that is really bad right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to spray this wheel cleaner on it. If it'll spray, oh, up there it went. We're going to spray this wheel cleaner all over it. Hey, that's pretty cool. It foams. We're going to spray that all over it. And we're going to see if it'll take that marine grease right there right off. Now that is going to be the toughest one right there. If it takes that off, because marine grease is some bad stuff right there. It's hard to get off with anything. I mean, with anything. And we're going to leave that on it for a little bit right there, and we're going to come back to it and we're going to spray it off, and we're going to see if it'll take that marine grease off. Can't really tell if it did anything, but we're going to take and spray it off right quick and see if it even took any of that marine grease off, because marine grease is really hard to get off. I mean, it is ultra hard to get off. And so far, I can't tell that it did anything. I mean, I can't tell you that it did nothing. It somewhat took it off. But like I said, marine grease is one of the hardest things to get off. And let's see what it looks like. It might have took some of it off, because I should have got a closer shot, but it was really bad, and it took some of it off. I'm not gonna lie, it took some of it, not all of it, some of it. We're gonna spray it again. We're gonna spray it one more time because I want to see if it will take it off. We're gonna spray it down here at the bottom. Let's spray it down here where we can see it really good. Alright, we sprayed it pretty good. We're just going to leave it right there at the bottom, down there where we can get a little bit more better look at it. But we're going to see if it'll take that marine grease off right there. I'm telling you, that's some of the hardest stuff to take off. I don't know much of anything that'll take marine grease off, especially by just spraying it on there. But we're going to let it sit there for a little bit, and then we're going to spray it off, and we're going to see if we can take it off. Alright, so it's starting to like kind of dry, so we're going to go ahead and spray it off. I'm going to move my camera back a little bit. We're going to spray it off. Oh! It is taking it off a little bit. A little bit. I don't know, it's taking off more than I thought. I tell you, that's pretty powerful. I'm not going to lie, that's pretty powerful. To be able to take that off without even scrubbing it, just spraying it on it. Anybody that messes with marine grease knows
just how hard it is to get marine grease off of anything, because it is some really tough stuff. I mean, really tough. We're gonna spray it on one more time, just to see if it'll take it off even more. Let's spray it one more time. Spray it on it really good. Alrighty, we got it sprayed up there really good. Again, we're gonna leave it sitting on there one more time just to see. Alright, so it's been sitting up there a while now, and it's starting to finally kind of like dry a little bit. And we're gonna take and spray it off again just to see if it'll take it completely off. And yes, I am working underneath this trailer. It's kind of difficult holding the camera and doing this at the same time, but we're trying to see what it's going to do. I will tell you that it took a lot of it off. It did look like that up there, like way worse. And now look, I mean, it is taking it off, but I believe if I scrubbed it, it would actually look like that right there. It would look so much more better. So I will give that wheel cleaner right there A+, just because I know just how hard marine grease is to get off. So I'm gonna give this right here an A+ right here. This wheel cleaner is an A+ in my mind. We're gonna get up and we're gonna walk around the back right here and see. No, it did not take it off, but for some reason where I rubbed it at, it left like marks right there for some reason. I don't know why. It's like squeaky clean though, but it did not take that off. That did not take that off. By just spraying it on it and not scrubbing it, it did not take that off. It is dried and it is showing me. It did take a little bit off, but it did not take off a lot. But where I touched it at, right there and right there earlier, it left a mark right there. And let's come back over here to where I tested this side out, and it's still kind of wet and it's still kind of greasy. I guess, I don't know, I guess it's kind of greasy because I will tell you, it's been a little while since I came over here and it's still wet and greasy feeling. So I don't know about that right there. I don't know about using this on my boat, cleaning it on this right here, because it is greasy and it is still wet. Over here it's done dried. Back here is actually done dried. But in just one spot where I scrubbed it, why is it feeling greasy? I don't know. And over here, that ain't quite dried yet. Oh no, it is dry. It is dry. It looked like it was still wet for some reason. But no, that side ain't greasy. It's just that one side. So without scrubbing that, it did not clean that as well as I thought it did. Which, you know, like with any kind of cleaning product, you have to scrub it. I mean, most of the time you would have to scrub it. And this side over here just feels kind of greasy for, I don't know why. I guess it's because I scrubbed it. I know this right here is clean. There's no kind of product on this. I know for a fact that it is nothing on it. It ain't been used in a while. I mean, as you can tell, it's been sitting there and there's nothing on it. And it just feels a little bit greasy for some reason. Like I said, I don't know why. All right, so we're back where we started at. And after taking and testing the product on the boat out there, I will tell you this middle one right here, the wheel cleaner. Yeah, this wheel cleaner right here, this one is the one that I think did the best out of all of them. And I didn't use these two on the marine grease, so I don't know. But I will tell you that this one, the only reason why I would say it outperformed both of these is because I sprayed it on it. And I sprayed it on that marine grease and just washed it off with a water hose, and it was taking it off. And I think that one right there is going to be my favorite one. And these two right here are basically the same, because they did basically the same thing on a hard water stain. And this one right here just kind of left the oily film. This one did not leave an oily film on the boat motor. But I will give Super Clean a pretty good rating, man. Y'all did good at that. I tell you, y'all did absolutely good. I know that most products you have to scrub anyways, but I wanted to do it by just spraying it on there and sipping it to come right off. As you can tell, when I sprayed this one and I used a brush, it came right off. I mean, it
It's a good product. And again, I appreciate the team at Super Clean for sending me this, sending me the shirt right here, sending me the hat, the sticker, sending me your product for me to test it out. I greatly appreciate it so much. I had fun doing it to see what it was going to do, because I've never used this product a day in my life. I didn't even know nothing about it until Super Clean took the time to message me and ask me that I want to use it. And it is really hot out here. The cicadas are singing. I'm hot. And I had fun. But guess what? I see everybody on the next one. Peace out, y'all.